What's up YouTube, it's Onion Bomb here. Welcome back to another Better Call Saul reaction video. Today we're on Season 2, Episode 2. Last time Saul ended up taking the Davis and Maine job. It seems like he was getting in his office, but there's a little moment where there was like a light switch and it said always keep on, don't shut off, and Saul had like a little kid moment and like tried to flick it off, but nothing happened. I thought that kind of may have symbolized him kind of, you know, he's in the job, but he's gonna maybe, you know, still be himself where he used to be with Marco with like slipping Jimmy and like scamming people, like not being the most morally bound person, and maybe get a little bit wild at times, which is what him and Kim did. They kind of scammed some stock guy into buying them some drinks, very expensive drinks, but to be fair, he was probably trying to scam them as well. All those stock people, that to me, that's just so like spooky. Like there's so much going on with stocks. Like I don't know how one person can like no, it's probably all a scam. Life's a scam. And then that one pharmacist dude that was selling Nacho the pills, he got a little too comfortable. He pulled up to pick up Mike in a Hummer. Mike would not get in. It was like too like out there. He went alone. Nacho got his information, got his address, and robbed him of I think his money, maybe some pills as well, but the cops that the dude called kind of found a secret compartment, and I think it might have the pills in there as well, or maybe the money he made from the pills. It sounded like that. They found something not good. So yeah, this pharmacist dude might be in trouble. I'm so interested to see what happens to him. I'm also interested to see what's next in store for Saul. So let's get into it and see what happens next in this show.
Howard.
Morning. Delivery from McGill.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while. Thought I should come in and check in on you.
Davis and Maine are really pulling their weight.
They better. It's a complex case.
Well, it's definitely not a two-man job, that's for sure.
Anyone heard from Jimmy?
I have, yes. I've talked to him.
How is he?
It's fine.
Does he know he's working for Davis and Maine?
Speaking
Probably
of which,
Oh,
I have some news.
tell me now.
He's working at Davis and Maine.
Doing what? Working as an attorney.
To be fair, he had his doubts, but he's giving Jimmy a chance. He had his own people doing client outreach, but every time they would talk to a Sandpiper resident, Jimmy's name would come up. Yeah, Cliff thought it would be a good idea for the case to have that sort of, you know, continuity.
They're aware of his background at Davis and Maine, his education.
In the spirit of full disclosure, Cliff did talk to me beforehand. I didn't pull any punches. I tried to paint a complete picture, but I didn't stand in the way.
Of course not. Nor should you.
Truth be told, Kim Wexler pushed for this. Hard.
Good for Jimmy.
Charlie Hustle, right?
Yep.
Yep. Well, I'll get out of your hair. Anything else you need me to add to Ernie's list?
No, all set. All good.
I can do that. Chuck does not seem happy about that.
I'm even thinking of looking, you know, my own place to buy.
In Santa Fe?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe someplace closer to Albuquerque, since I'm going between the two so much. Yeah, get a nice little bungalow, or maybe not so little.
Big open floor plan.
I don't want any walls disrupting my chi. Get in touch with nature.
Horses. Come on, you could get horses. Man, that would be so amazing.
Too expensive.
Long ride through the country and then glass of wine on the back patio at sunset. Oh, and we should get one of those smokers. We could just barbecue for days.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get a smoker. I gotta go to the salon. They're delivering my new company car.
Oh, are you serious?
What?
Geez, where's my solid gold blimp? No, not that one, the other one.
Jealous.
Totally.
Such a beautiful wrapping job. It's a shame to open it.
It's a gift. Be grateful.
Yo, I love this. For a second.
Just keeping it real.
What do you think, ladies? Yeah, I know, right? It's got all leather interior, heated seats for those cold desert mornings. This must be what heaven looks like. Hey, goodbye hug? No? All right, well, forego the tears and just say, till we meet again.
So he's moving out of here. His company's really hooking him up. Mike. Oh my goodness. Yo, his coffee and the like Jurassic Park effect.
What are you doing here?
I work here.
Oh, small world. So is this the parking lot for the police station?
It is?
You don't know if they validate, do you?
Why don't you pull around over there? We'll have a little talk. Why are you here?
I have business with the police.
And what business might that be?
Well, if you must know, I was robbed. Somebody broke into my house and stole my property.
Your drugs.
Yeah, but obviously I didn't tell the cops that. I'm not stupid.
You've already spoken to them.
A couple of them came by my house. It's my baseball cards I need back. Very valuable collection of baseball cards, and someone stole them.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised I have to tell you this. But it's probably a bad idea that you willingly talk to the police, being a criminal and all.
I'm not here as a criminal. I'm here as a crime victim. They called me. They have a few more questions. They are very dedicated to finding this thief.
Since you're new to this, let me explain it to you. They've invited you on a fishing trip.
What's that? A fishing trip?
Those cops have no interest in helping you get your cards back. You're obviously under suspicion.
There was nothing there for them to see.
I refer you to our previous conversation and this blinking neon sign of a vehicle that says drug dealer. They suspect you. They will get you in there, pretend to be your friend, lull you into a false sense of security, and then they will sweat you. And you will break.
I don't... what about my baseball cards?
Cost of doing business.
No! No, no, no! I am getting those back. I will take the risk.
No, you won't. Because then you'll be putting my well-being at risk.
I have to. Those cards, some of them were my dad's. And I am getting them back. I'm getting them back.
So they really are baseball cards.
I'll find your cards.
Oh my goodness, I love Mike. He's gonna get them back.
Sir, is that something you do? Oh, that is so generous of you.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll cost you.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Welcome. Ignacio, mijo.
Sí, papá.
Ven, te necesito. Ya voy.
Oh, Nacho.
Un momento. Tratado de tener el trabajo, pero se me hace que le conviene más usar ese dinero para el enganche de un nuevo carro.
Says you should save your money and get a new car.
Yeah? Well, it has a sentimental value.
Tiene valor sentimental.
Classic car. Oh, I'm sorry, señor. My son, he will help you, okay? Ayúdale a escoger y vayas a cobrar de más, hombre. ¿Qué? Con permiso.
Ah, mucho gusto.
How'd you find me? Why are you here?
Baseball cards. The way I figure, you saw that midlife crisis of a vehicle and wisely decided to cut ties with the man, and I don't blame you. I did too. And then you ripped him off. Now, I'm sure those baseball cards look like an easy way to make a few extra bucks off that idiot. Teach him a lesson, too. But you underestimated just how big an idiot you were dealing with.
No, I'm pretty aware.
Well, then you underestimated how attached the man was to those cards. So attached. He called the police and reported them stolen. Now they're nosing around.
That sounds like a you problem.
No, I think it's very much an us problem.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to take my chances, but...
But I think what we have here now is a carrot and stick situation.
Oh, yeah? You coming here threatening my family? Huh? Guess you're gonna need a bigger stick, old man.
I'm not here to threaten your family. And the name of the stick is Tuco Salamanca. Now, you don't play ball, so to speak, and Tuco finds out about your little side business. Got a big enough stick? However, I prefer the carrot. I think you will too. You give me back the baseball cards, 10,000 in cash, and you net roughly 60,000.
How exactly does that work?
Nacho and Mike standoff.
She's a little tricky around the corners. You gotta go with the premium gas. I know it seems like a scam, but it makes a huge difference.
He's
and I
giving
would
him
get her
the-
washed at least once a week.
I'll make sure the boys at the chop shop are real gentle with her.
Well, why?
You think I'd be caught dead driving that thing? Looks like a school bus for 6-year-old pimps.
All right, shall we move this along?
Are all those baseball cards? Dang, he had boxes.
Aaron. Okay, there's Jeter. Mantle. There's Mantle.
We good?
Yeah, that looks like everyone. Yeah, they're here. Looks like everyone's here.
Now, our business is concluded.
Alright, so they gave up the Hummer. And that'll be that.
You know, I can't help thinking an apology was in order. It's the police again.
Jimmy, how are we doing with client outreach?
While we're waiting on those subpoenas, I'm thinking we should try wrangling some of this stuff from the clients themselves. I mean, most of these folks have hard copies of everything. Now, this one lady, she's sweet, but deaf as a doornail. She keeps all of her paperwork in, she keeps it...
I'm sorry, excuse me, Jimmy. I'm gonna need everybody's phone, key fobs, and electronics.
Chuck's coming in. I didn't even think about this while Saul's gonna be there.
Chuck, welcome.
Ooh.
Sorry for the interruption. Just pretend I'm not here.
Jimmy, where were we?
Yeah. Getting the documents from some of the clients, we definitely have some pack rats. God bless them. I was visiting Mrs. Gustorf at Sandpiper Santa Fe. Our clients will always be our best resource. Plus, they have ribbon candy. What are you doing here?
My name is on the building.
So great to have you here. If you need anything, I'll be in my office.
Why are you here?
To bear witness.
James McGill.
It's Ermintrout.
Ooh.
You still morally flexible? If so, I might have a job for you.
Where and when?
Ooh. Oh, he's doing this guy.
Mr. Uomo, Thank you for coming in and talking to us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we've been looking at the reports that the officers
Yeah.
took at the scene, and we have a few small follow-up questions. Sorry to waste your time. Just standard stuff. There's really no need for a lawyer to be here.
I'm here in more of an advisory capacity.
Well, we're all friendly here.
Look at us. 4 friends.
We just want to get the facts straight so we can
This is gonna be
get your
awesome.
property for you.
There's no need to.
No, it's just standard procedure. You know, officers don't always get all the information we need in their reports. We just want to find the guys who took your baseball cards.
Yeah, that's.
You know, my uncle had a Ty Cobb tobacco card. Kept that thing behind 6 inches of glass. Like it was the Mona Lisa or something.
Wow, Ty Cobb. Tell him to keep the lights low. Even artificial lighting has a certain amount of ultraviolet radiation that can, over the long term.
Can you just remind us exactly where you kept your cards?
I found them.
So you found the cards?
Yep. I just wanted to come down and tell you, in person.
You found them?
I hired a private investigator, and he tracked them down. So, yeah.
Really? So where were they?
It's fine. It is. I ought to get out of your hair. You've wasted enough time on me.
No, we just want to get the facts right, so...
Why didn't he say they were somewhere in the pile of junk? Everywhere.
Case closed.
Oh my
I know how
goodness.
much, you guys have on your hands. Like murderers and robbers and gangs and stuff.
Danny, why don't you get some air? You can have some coffee. I'll finish up with the detectives. 2 fine uniformed officers found Mr. Wormald's little hidey hole, and that's why you 2 are so interested in helping my friend here. I get it. A hiding place in the baseboard, it's going to make anyone suspicious, but let me assure you, there's nothing illegal going on here.
Then why is he so nervous?
Because I must say the flop sweat is kind of suspect.
We all have our secrets, don't we? And who among us is without sin? But those sins aren't all of the criminal variety, and neither are Mr. Wormald's.
Is he going the porn route?
Because it's a sensitive subject, very delicate, and of no concern to law enforcement. It's between Mr. Wormald and his art patron.
Art patron?
Yeah. My client has an arrangement with a wealthy gentleman for whom Mr. Wormald provides art in exchange for this gentleman's generous... he made videos for the man.
What kind of videos?
Private videos of an artistic nature. That's what was in the hiding place. That's what it's for. They were videos intended to titillate the senses.
Okay, so porn.
Not as such. Technically, they would be categorized as fetish videos, but nothing illegal. Just a man, a fully clothed man, I might add, just all by himself. Mr. Wormald, fully clothed, yeah, so.
All right, so...
Squat cobbler.
What's a squat cobbler?
Squat cobbler. You know what squat cobbler is.
No, I don't know what a squat cobbler
No,
is.
me neither. What is it?
What, you 2 guys are cops? Hoboken squat cobbler. Full moon pie. Boston cream splat. Seriously? Simple Simon the Ass Man. Dutch apple ass. Guys, am I not speaking English here?
What the hell is a squat cobbler?
It's when a man sits in pie. He sits in a pie. And he wiggles around. Maybe it's like Hellman's mayonnaise. It has a different name west of the Rockies. I don't know. But technically, he does a crybaby squat, so there's tears.
What, like apple?
Guys, I'm not the filmmaker here, right? Banana cream, peach. Oh, and there is a costume involved. But trust me on this, you don't want to see it.
I didn't want to imagine it.
There is, however, one little tiny hanging Chad.
What Chad?
You're gonna have to make a video.
Wait, what? really want to see it. Oh my, it's the pie. Oh, what is happening?
Eats the pies or just sits in them?
Both. Whatever you want.
How the hell did you come up with that? If you gave me a million years, I still would not have come up with that.
The muse. She speaks through me.
I've heard some far out scenarios used to sow doubt, but this definitely takes the cake.
Kim.
Well, it takes the pie.
Takes the pie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I beat you to it.
You actually made a video?
I gotta say, in the end, old Dan really committed. The tears.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is a leftover prop, untouched by human buttocks.
You fabricated evidence?
I made a video.
You used falsified evidence to exonerate a client.
I think you're splitting hairs.
I'm not splitting hairs. What if Davis and Maine find out you faked evidence?
It wasn't a Davis and Maine client. It was some nothing little pro bono thing. It was off the clock. It was totally my own thing.
Why?
I was doing a favor for a friend.
Risking disbarment? That's some friend. You cannot hear about this sort of thing ever again, okay? I mean it, Jimmy.
You won't.
Well, that got real serious at the end there, jeez. Alright, so that was Better Call Saul, episode 2 of season 2. Another good one. So a little bit at the end there. We got some drama. And Kim said I'd better not hear about this again. He said you won't, but as we know, he definitely does it again. I guess you just won't hear about it. But that was amazing. That was hilarious. The whole, like, pie thing. I didn't know it was gonna be that, like, elaborate. But when he said, like, videos, I kind of figured that he was going down the old porn route. But it, not exactly. Kinda, but not really. Just a very interesting, like, excuse, and they had to actually make a video. I would have just died if they freaking actually showed that man doing whatever. They're sitting on a pie and wiggling around. Yo. But Saul had his first, not first, but like, he had another Better Call Saul moment, getting him out there, and like kind of proof that, you know, he's still like he's living the best of both worlds right now. You know, still not on like the morally well ground, but still like a lawyer. Maybe he does something like that, and they do find out, and that's why he gets fired from Davis and Maine. But Mike got the baseball cards back from this dude. He got him back from Nacho, and man, that's just, I don't know, that's just awesome. I thought Mike was a decent character in Breaking Bad. He wasn't one of my favorites, honestly, in Breaking Bad. Like, I liked him, but he was like, he was like off and on for me. But in Better Call Saul, I'm really, really liking Mike. Like, he's one of my favorite characters now. They got the law off of the pharmacist. They got the Hummer off of him. He shouldn't be a threat anymore, hopefully. Chuck came into the office, and him and Saul had a little bit of a standoff. Not like a standoff, but like there's like a moment there. They got a little bit like, ooh. So Chuck might start to try and keep tabs on Saul and see what's up with him. Maybe Chuck's the reason. Is he gonna still bring down Saul after everything? Is he gonna be one to get? He's gonna like find something like that out and expose him? Imagine. I don't know, but Saul seems to be doing really good at the whole lawyer thing, like, even legally. Like, he seems to be helping with the Sandpiper case. Chuck was kind of, like, given a look like, I feel like he is getting kind of jealous because if Saul did like kind of cheat his way into it and he had to work his butt off, I guess that doesn't like, you know, that wouldn't have the best feeling in the world. That would be a little jealous and like kind of like, dang, like I had to work so hard for it and he gets it so easily. That, you know, that'd be like, I'd feel a bit like cheated, but like again, that sometimes that kind of stuff just happens in life. Life isn't always fair. So what Chuck did to Saul and like kind of like kept him out of the firm, it was kind of like that still was I think it was a big snake move. You could argue maybe he's trying to protect the firm. He does know slipping Jimmy. He does know what he does, but like Saul, before he saw Marco for the second time, he didn't seem like he was like all that like out there. Like he kept saying how he was trying to impress Chuck, and like, you know, now he's like living for himself. So like he definitely was like had some more morals there, but yeah, he's just, you know, not that he's like insanely wrong. I mean, like what the pharmacy dude was doing was illegal. He got him out of that, but like we saw his character. He wasn't like a bad guy. That's what even Mike said a couple episodes ago. Like, there have been some good criminals and, you know, not really bad guys, but even, you know, I mean, Walter, he kind of went off the rails towards the end, but at first he was at least telling himself that, like, he was doing it for his family. That was like the start of it, but you know, that didn't really last too long. So he was mainly trying to make an empire for himself. So that maybe not the best example, but you know, like, they just sometimes Saul finds these loopholes and like, I don't know. Just Saul, I know this is probably already established, but Saul didn't deserve what Chuck did pretty much all those years. It was cool to see Saul defend the pharmacy guy, and I keep calling him the pharmacy guy. I think he did say a name, but I completely forgot it, unfortunately, like I tend to do. But, you know, seeing Mike, I've worked with him, and like, yeah, I don't know, I like, it's really, it's not weird, but like, it's just such a simple thing to like establish characters in like a show when it takes them a while to like get on the screen at the same time, and they finally do it. It's like there's just like a moment they're like, oh, yo, like they're there together, like, hey, that's cool. At least for me, like, I like moments like that. I like when stuff like that happens. It's really cool. And what Mike did to get the baseball card, so he actually threatened telling Tuco, which I kind of forgot about that. He's going behind Tuco, doing this pill thing. Mike really rolled up to Nacho's family business, which it's like a car mechanic place, and yeah, Mike can be such a savage sometimes. He's amazing. But alright, I think that's gonna do it for me this time. Excited like always to see more. Now that Kim got a taste of what Jimmy is going to become in Saul a little bit, I'm interested to see her reaction and how she like deals with it. That might not be till further down the line, if that even happens. It might be a while. She might be doing it, continuing behind her back, kind of like a Walter and Skyler kind of thing. But she has, you know, she participated in getting that one dude to pay his, I think they said his name was Ken, pay the bar bill. She participated in that, so she could maybe slip into maybe working with him. Probably not, unless she like leaves eventually. Because again, we don't see her in Breaking Bad. But again, that's the one problem with prequels. Like, characters you see and know are like all good and well, and in like the main thing, you don't have to worry about them at all, even if they look like they're in a bunch of trouble. And characters you don't see, you know, there's like, okay, this lingering thing that's like, okay, what happens to him, or what happened to him? It could be just as simple as she's just not really around anymore, moved away, or it could be something like, you know, she dies. Like it could be something like that, but who knows? We have to gotta keep watching. But as I was saying, I guess I kind of interrupted myself. She you know, she could, you know, embrace it, or she could push back on it, and that's why she distances herself from Saul, or she kind of gets him in trouble, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see how that develops as the series goes on, but like I said, for now, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know it's always up to you, and I will see you guys in the next video. You watch for me. A good boy.
Wanna tangle, I can feel him try to grab me by the ankles. I can hear them all start to say my name, oh. But it's not about the money or the fame, no. No, it's all about me just doing my thing, yo. Cause I'm loving what I do and I won't change, no. I feel blessed, I could do this every day, yo.